They say you don't have to do this.
You don't.
Okay. This is the best I can do. Call it.
That is Javier Bardem playing a serial killer in the film No Country for Old Men. A haunting performance and, yes, an infamous bowl cut that earned him the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Bardem's road to that Academy Award began in Spain, where he grew up in a family of artists and performers. A young rugby star and a talented painter, Bardem eventually settled on acting, just like the mother who raised him. He has built a Hollywood resume that balances Oscar-worthy films with blockbusters like Skyfall, Pirates of the Caribbean, and this year's Dune. Now he and another Academy Award winner are stepping into the famous shoes of a beloved, if complicated, couple in the new movie Being the Ricardos. Javier and I got together here in New York this week for a Sunday Sitdown. Over a 3-decade career, Javier Bardem has tangled on screen with some formidable characters, but none quite like Lucille Ball.
Lucy, I'm home.
In Being the Ricardos, Bardem is Desi Arnaz, partner on screen and off of the red-headed American icon, played by Nicole Kidman.
Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show.
Do you remember the first time you saw Nicole as Lucille Ball? What was that like?
I was doing my test with the wardrobe, the hair, the makeup, and then she came in and we were like, there was a silence because they really nailed the look of Lucy Ricardo. And I felt, well, here it is, my wife. Hi.
Are you being funny right now?
That is the second time someone's asked me that this morning.
Growing up in Spain, you didn't have I Love Lucy. You had no sense of how big a deal it was here in the United States. And yet you said this was a role you really wanted.
And I was immediately drawn into him as a person. He was a force of nature. He was a man with lots of wisdom, very smart. But mostly he was like a bull, like he was unstoppable. Beyond being stubborn, he was a man with strong ideals.
What did you learn about their life behind the camera that fascinated you?
The deep love that he felt for her and she felt for him. And they were madly in love with each other, even though they knew at some point that they couldn't make it.
We've been through worse than this.
We have.
And I was very honored to be able to portray him because I felt very much in tune with what he represented.
The 52-year-old Bardem was born in the Spanish Canary Islands and raised in Madrid. His grandparents were filmmakers. His mother and uncle both were actors. The son of an actress, your mother, she, taught you the joy of acting, obviously, but also that it was a struggle, right? It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to put food on the table and keep the lights on.
My parents divorced when I was very little, and being an actress with 3 kids, a single mother back in the 50s in Spain, it was very hard. I mean, the way she was treated, it was like horrible. So I saw a lot of downs more than ups in my mother's career until she had her moment, but she was a very well-respected actress in theater and movies.
So what encouraged you to become an actor, even though you'd seen what it could be like?
I guess it was in my DNA, but my mom who passed away months ago, and I adore her, and it's amazing how present she is today, even more than it was before. And before, let me tell you, it was very present. But now it's in every cell of my body, and everything that I do, she's there, and you want to make her proud. And when I started to be an actor, she told me one thing: prepare yourself and be respectful to the craft and everybody involved with this craft because it's sacred.
Those words of maternal wisdom have guided Bardem's career. He broke out in America in the year 2000 with an Oscar-nominated performance in Before Night Falls, his earliest movie in English.
I don't know, Lázaro. I don't know.
Then in 2007 came the Coen brothers film that won Best Picture and solidified Bardem's place among Hollywood's best actors.
What's this about?
Step out of the car, please, sir.
What is that?
I need you to step out of the car, sir.
For his unforgettable role as a serial killer in No Country for Old Men, Bardem became the first Spanish actor ever to win an Academy Award.
You changed the haircut.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, that was a smart move. What did winning an Oscar mean to your life and to your career? How did things change?
There are more offers, and people start to treat you like differently in the sense that, oh, wow, you are important. You won an Oscar. But then after those times, nothing changes. There's no way you can really measure one performance over the other. And that's something that helps you to take it as what it is, which is, wow, a beautiful accident.
This year is shaping up to be another full of those beautiful accidents. In addition to his roles in Being the Ricardos and the box office hit Dune, Bardem's dark comedy The Good Boss just received a record 20 nominations at the Goya Awards, Spain's version of the Oscars.
I've never worked so much. I feel kind of ashamed to say that because I know that this year has been so hard for so many people. People have lost their jobs, their businesses, their lives. So if you have this chance, my God, eat it, eat it.
Eat it and be grateful.
Oh, yes, oh, yes.
Bardem saves his greatest gratitude for his family, wife Penélope Cruz and their 2 children. Bardem and Cruz first met in 1992 while starring together in a Spanish romantic comedy called Jamón Jamón. Since then, they have shared the screen in several films, including Vicky Cristina Barcelona and Loving Pablo.
Would you have noticed me back then?
Will you and Penelope act together again anytime soon?
Oh, yeah. She's an amazing actress. She's very smart, very quick in getting the depth of the roles. But at the same time, we have to be protective of what we are, which is most important, which is family and husband and wife.
Does fatherhood change the way you look at the jobs you take and how many of them I know when I had kids, I had a homing beacon suddenly. I needed to get home as soon as I could.
Absolutely.
Has being a father changed that for you?
Absolutely. Like after 2 weeks without seeing my family, I can't. Thankfully, I was able to be with the family after 2 weeks and then come back to work.
Being the Ricardos is in theaters this Friday, December 10th, and streaming on Amazon Prime Video on December 21st. Our thanks to the Flute Champagne Bar in New York for hosting our conversation. And don't forget to subscribe to the Sunday Sitdown podcast to hear the full-length interview with Javier Bardem. You can find it on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get yours.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.